night. Looks like I might have a double header tonight. I might have double booked. I totally forgot about this guy. Um, Let me see. 4 sacks for Micah. I mean, that's still not a lot. It's 4 over 6 games. That's not bad. Offense, 23rd. Rushing, about even. Oh, 147. You're really going to rush. Points per game, like me, one of the worst. Give up a lot of points. Give a lot of pass yards. Oh, it's not a good offensively. I'm bottom of the league in rushing touchdowns. Surprise. Giveaways. He's giveaway 10. Okay, so takeaway 16th. I'm 12th in takeaways. I mean, what about even defensive rank? I mean, there's a lot of teams between us, but I'm trying to get a. I need to win. I'm definitely out of playoff contention, though, without question. Am I one of the worst teams in the league? NFC. I am. I'm the worst team in the NFC. Woo! This is Chargers. Wow. But I'm still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a bottom 6 team, bottom 5. Let's see what my pick is. Roster, NFL. Oh my gosh, my pick is 2. I mean, let me see who has multiple picks. Maybe it's too late to trade now, I think. I've got no Saints with a Texas with 2 picks. Titans with 2 picks. Bears with 2. Cardinals with 2. Maybe the Cardinals want to trade up to 2. Alright, let me send this guy an invite. Man. I sent it. I should have been played this game. It totally escaped my mind. Alright, let's get it. Missy Priest open run. Open run, $10 on the Sundays.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open.
All right, man.
Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Let's get it, y'all. Oh,
Today
man.
We've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here. As it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Start here.
Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. The Cowboys at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You talk about this Rams defense. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Prescott.
Just missed it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Rams very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
46.
Pollard gets it off the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Prescott. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he will take it in for the Cowboys score. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
What the hell? What happened to this? Oh boy, we got some problems here. Zylstra. Oh, Higby is out? Oh man. Okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Or make it clap.
Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily moved into the top 5.
Stafford to his number 1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first. Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And getting this just shy of midfield, spotted at the 49. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And the kick
wow.
makes
All right.
it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, 47.
To throw is Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 69 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This 2nd and 4. Now Stafford. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And now look at this.
No way.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. goes. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They go back to Pollard on second down. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good, and it's now 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
2nd and 6. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, this is, and they coughed it up.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Stafford on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again. 2 in a row. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To the air again, Stafford. Will dump this off to Akers. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Shane Zylstra, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are back within a score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Extra point safely through. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The tackle there by John Johnson. Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, count. 47. 26.
On play action, Prescott. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
First down, Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Go to 54, go to 54. Here we go, 47.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Darian Kendrick. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Prescott now. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Give me a block here, Madden, and a block.
And this one is right through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career low.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
139 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence. And none better than the one right there. Forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
I got a...
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd down, Pollard again. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stopped the play right there in the middle of the field.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here's Stafford. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? How do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he goes out right around the 39. calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Gun.
Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Easy.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete.
Man.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10.
Cloud coverage.
Here's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
How'd that come out so late?
Went behind his man, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Lamb will go in motion. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Had him.
On this one, may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ooh.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 172 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Here's Pollard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Gosh.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Stafford.
Oh, my
And that
Lord.
went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford.
What happened to my man? Oh my God.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Last 3 throws were wild. Holy crap. A good game, man. Sheesh. Oh, man.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.
You know what? For the old average.
And they will take a knee here. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
I'm just gonna, oh, that's fine. I got it.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Got a step. Oh no, Jefferson.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, and Gordon, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Okay. This is just a... This is wide open. Oh, my Lord. I put the ball behind. This is the catch. Oh, look at this. If anywhere behind him, it's a catch. Nice. It's good. Send them all, baby. Send them all. This is a good call right here too. Cooper Cup. Cooper got those wheels. This right here was, look, it's so lucky. It's like, out of an Aaron Donald arm tackle. I don't know what I do. I mucked that all up. Look at this. Oh, man. Look at Smith just taking out guys. Boof took me out. Next level. Boof, take him out. Boof, take him out. 3 pancakes. Jesus. This is a fake fumble. Alright, that's it. Let me end this stream. I'll restart the stream in a couple minutes for this game versus the Ravens. As soon as the Ravens get on, I'll be back. Should be a couple minutes. I didn't get nothing. Oof. Jordan Fuller. Jordan Fuller been costing me a bunch of rookie 24 power moves. Oh, man. Fuller been costing me, bro. We'll do this. He hasn't seen any time. Burn, baby, burn. +3 release. What does that look like? 57. All right. I'll be back. Oh, who signed the practice player? Sneakies. Oh, it's because Higby's hurt. No free info for you guys. I'm not sure who's watching. Not sure who's watching. Somebody's watching me. Somebody's watching me. Alright, y'all, I'll be back. Couple minutes.